Ladies and gentlemen, happy Sunday and welcome to Gachie Skyman TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. William Samoei Ruto held a crisis meeting with the security chiefs, and the meeting was held at State House, Nairobi. And this is coming at a time when the second victim of the Gen Z demonstration succumbed to injuries. The victim, private parts, were blown off by police using tear gas canisters. And it was shocking because the inhuman nature of the way that these people did and led to the death of this second victim has raised eyebrows, not only in Kenya, but even outside the world. And William Samoei Ruto decided to hold the meeting. And in this video, I want us to look at the reason why William Samoei Ruto moved in very fast to hold a security meeting with his security advisors and the security chiefs in this country. Number one, which I strongly believe is the key. On Thursday, coming Thursday, the Gen Z demonstrations are heading to State House. They are going to State House. And William Samoei Ruto must be a worried person. And when you look at it, this one is very bold. This one shows that these demonstrators, the protesters, are so much determined to go to the seat of power. You know, initially, it was about Occupy Parliament. Now, Thursday, by going to State House and putting it very clearly that they will go to State House on Thursday, must have ruffled feathers. Number two, why William Samoei Ruto met these security chiefs is because this kind of demonstration, the kind of demonstration that we are experiencing, is unprecedented. We have not had this kind of demonstration. The policemen are still using their old method of dealing with the demonstrators. But when you look at the demonstrators, they are so organized and they are much ahead, far much ahead of the policemen. The policemen are outwitted. The policemen look like fools when they are trying to stop an armed citizen. And again, policemen are now realizing that some of these demonstrators are their sons and daughters. And what is happening? They look like they are fighting a spirit. Very, very different from Azimio demonstrations. Very, very different from even the second liberation kind of demonstration that we had. Number three, why William Samoei Ruto had to meet the security chiefs is because of the way they are handling the demonstrations. When you look at the way they are handling the demonstrations, their method leaves a lot to be desired. The fact that they are killing people who are unarmed, the fact that the image of the government is getting worse every day, the image, even in the international circles, is that William Samoei Ruto is turning out to be a despot. William Samoei Ruto is turning out to be a dictator. William Samoei Ruto, the way the policemen are handling this situation, is creating a very, very negative image about our country. The other one is that William Samoei Ruto are panicking for more Argos. Panic would make any leader handling this kind of situation have sleepless nights. I'm sure William Samoei Ruto is having sleepless nights. When you see the program, because when you look at the program that these demonstrators have put forward in the social media, you see a group of readers who are out to accomplish certain mission. They're not just there today or tomorrow. They seem to have a clear-cut mission. Their missions is very clear. Their objectives are very clear. Their strategies are very clear. And the government is here. The policemen are here. Just thinking, they were not prepared. They were caught off guard. And when it happened, and it looked like it is spontaneous. It looked like something that is happening from nowhere. The other reason why William Samoei Ruto met the security chiefs is also because of parliament. Burkina Faso is always referred to as a country now that is heading in the right direction. I remember about 4 or 5 years ago, the people of Burkina Faso, the citizens of Burkina Faso, burnt parliament. And once parliament was burnt, the president had to run away. He literally ran away. Because you see, when parliament is burnt, it means that this is the head of everything. This is one arm of the government that's now completely finished. And the demonstrators have been targeting parliament. On Tuesday, all roads leads to national parliament. And it is here that the battle will be taken. And you see, parliament is where laws are made. Parliament is where people are represented. The fact that the members of UDA and Kenya Kwanza were hauled up in parliament last Tuesday, long after the voting, they could not be able to face the people. The fact that they could not come out of that parliament, mpaka all the demonstrators left, shows that William Samoei Ruto is concerned. These are his people who were under siege. And the fact that the security guys were unable to remove people from parliament was a cause of concern. It's a cause for concern. The other reason is because of what is happening to UDA in Kenya Kwanza in meetings. Like today, the demonstrators are saying that no member of Kenya Kwanza should be given any chance to talk in church. In fact, members of public are rioting. They are jeering anytime they see Kenya Kwanza members of parliament. A very good example happened in Dagoretti when KJ, the Dagoretti member of parliament, John Kiari, had to be removed out of the podium because the crowd was wild, could not listen to him. And it is happening everywhere. For those of you who follows the Twitter handle, who are actually in Twitter, you saw what happened yesterday when an online meeting was organized and Kipchumba Murkomen was roasted, literally roasted, and he had to leave. If you look at William Samoei Ruto, Twitter, I think he has left Twitter, if I'm not wrong. So it tells you that he's actually feeling the heat. It tells you that the government has been cornered. The government has been cornered. Because when you look at our demonstrators, it looks like they are not ready to give in. They are not ready to give in. So it's a cause of concern for William Samoei Ruto. The other thing is that, these people, when you look at the strategies that were raised in that meeting, vital installations like Nairobi, water dam, uh, State House, Parliament, Treasury, such buildings, they could easily be targeted by the demonstrators. And they must come up with a way of how they are going to secure these buildings. Because if they are not secured, anything can happen. In demonstrations, expect anything. Waswahili wanasema vita havina macho. Vita havina macho. Igawa vita ambavyo tutazungumzia hapa ni vita vya kulilia haki ya kuondoa ule mswada wa kifedha that is illegal, that is unconstitutional, that is punitive, that is being forced on the throats of Kenyans. And that's what Kenyans are opposing. So when you see William Samoei Ruto holding a security meeting, know that things are elephant. Today, I understand William Samoei Ruto is headed to a church service in an Anglican church in Nyahururu, that is in Nyandarua County. We are going to keep watch to hear what he's saying, because when you look at William Samoei Ruto, he has failed to address the nation. Because in times of crisis, William Samoei Ruto should have come at a time like this and address the nation and tell the people, tell Kenyans what is happening. How is it, are we feeling? Are we okay? That assuring voice, speech by the head of state, who is the father of the nation, is lacking at a time like this. So, as we watch and wait to see how things are going to unfold, remain united, because you have to remain united as a nation, and it will look like we are going to see more of this. So guys, I request one thing: like this video. And when you like this video, you support this channel, by the way. It is free to like. You don't lose anything. So even subscribing, it's free. You don't lose anything by subscribing. And when you subscribe and you like this channel, we are able to come up here every day, maybe share what we have or what we think. And you're also able to comment on what you think about this. So what do you think will happen next week? What do you think will happen on Tuesday? What do you think will happen on Thursday? What do you think will happen to a nation? You can't miss this channel. Please have a blessed day. Have a peaceful day. Enjoy your Sunday. Till next time. Bye-bye.